All right, it's Sunday morning. It's my weekly question slash update. So we're gonna start off, well, first off, I wanna get through a couple of things. I have a couple of listings coming up. I have a photographer coming Tuesday for a patio villa, turnkey and chitty chatty. So you're gonna want to make sure you stay tuned for that home tour. I have a vacant lot up in the historic section, and I'm getting some information from a builder and a manufactured home so you can see what will go in that space, because I think it'll make a great opportunity for somebody who wants to turn a piece of property with no CDD and no bond and all of the things that the Villages has to offer and make it their own. So you're going to want to see it's 1227 Dustin Lane. Up in the historic district, and I have 2 open houses this week on my listings in Leelanau. I think we're doing them, actually I have someone doing them for me on there's nobody here on Tuesday and Wednesday from 1 to 3. 3425 and 3487 Leelanau. Look for that online. You know that, I tell you what, I gotta tell you something. So I have a Ring doorbell, right? I have this little patio villa. And when that goes off at night, if I'm watching TV, because I'm like 5 feet from the front door, even though the front door is locked, it'll say, someone is at your front door. I freak out. It scares the crap out of me because I'm expecting, you know, you watch those videos on YouTube with a clown face, stares in the thing, and I'm going to lose my marbles. Oh my God. Anyway, all right. So it's been a really busy week. I'm very excited, but check this out before we get started. Before we start, make sure you go to my website, RobynCavallaro.com, and here's the address here. You can search for any home that's available here, well, in Florida, but in the Villages. And what I've done is I've broken it down by sections. So if you want to search the historic area, you want to search Marion County, you want to search south of 44, and on and on. You can just click on it and search it. You can save the searches. It'll send you emails with market updates. You get notes from me all of the time reminding you, hey, I'm here, do you need help? So don't forget, go and search my website and also get my book. It's available in Amazon in print on Amazon. Also, you can get it on Kindle or as a download on my website. All right, back to the regularly scheduled program. And remember, if you want to book some time on my calendar for a phone call, if you have a listing appointment, or if you're here and you're ready to buy, or you just want to check things out, I have several options for you to book on my calendar. And it keeps me organized. It keeps us in reminders so we know where we're meeting, what we're doing, and it'll block the time off on my calendar. So please take advantage of that. I love to work with whomever's out there trying to make this lifestyle part of yours. Don't forget, I did a video all about contracts and closings. And you want to check out the property tax episode. It's called The Cheapest Place to Live in the Villages, but you really need to familiarize yourself with all the different areas and the tax rates, because it really can affect your tax bill. All right, so the question of the week is, let's talk about rec centers. All right, so there are a lot of rec centers. I'm not gonna count how many there are. I do have a map if you're interested. You can get a download on my website at RobynCavallaro.com. There's a recreation map there. And it shows the pools and the dog parks, but so many buyers are very concerned with where the rec centers are in relation to their home. So here's my little opinion on the rec centers. They're great places for groups to meet. If you want to secure room for a party, a class, your group meeting, some type of event, they're great. They're not places to hang out. You don't just say, hey, I'm going to go down to the rec center and hang out tonight. Also, what you need to understand, we do have 3,000 clubs here in the Villages, but all of the activities and clubs are not available at every single rec center. And I think people don't understand that. And just, in fact, I had a buyer yesterday that wanted to know where the rec center was because she does yoga. And I said, just because this rec center is closest to your home does not mean yoga is available at that rec center. So you have to check the recreation news, which you can get at any rec center, or there is a copy of it on thevillagessun.com under the recreation tab, and you'll see it has all of the activities by area and rec center, indoor and outdoor, so you know what's secure and you know what's going on. So just keep that in mind, because again, please don't make a rec center the reason why you're buying a home, because the activity, and I've said this plenty of times, the activity that you decide to participate in, the club, might not meet at the rec center that's closest to your home. It might meet, you know, you may live in Spanish Springs area and your group meets at Rohan, which is down south. So just please keep that in mind. Also, the pools. There are more pools the further south you go, but nothing is ever that far away. And let's face it, when you're living here, you're probably not working full time that you got to rush to get to the pool. You're retired and you have a lot of time. So what's the difference if it takes an extra 5 minutes to get to the pool? If you live here full time, you're probably not going to the pool every day anyway. So it doesn't really matter where it is, because you're going to find other things to do than just sit out at the pool. Just sitting out at the pool then, I don't know, my opinion, becomes boring, because there are a lot of other things to do that you do out in the sun, and you get sunshine and you feel good, you get a little tan. I mean, this tan, I know I'm Italian, all right? So we bleed olive oil and it's very easy for me to tan, but I don't lay out in the sun. The last time I laid out in the sun, I had gone to Siesta Key to the beach. That was probably 2 months ago. So just keep that in mind, and I cannot stress this enough. Keep your options open when it comes to buying a home here in the Villages. I was with another buyer this weekend, and this happens a lot, where people come down and they say they're not ready to buy, they just want to look, or they only want a home in the north and they don't want a bond, they don't want this, they don't want that, and they have this checklist and their mind is all set, I'm only going to buy this. And then all of a sudden, something comes up and it's not what they expected. So for this one buyer, she had not anticipated buying, and now she found a home, and now she's very nervous, which is understandable. They decide they want this, 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 and this, and then they have to change and do something else, and it becomes very uncomfortable. So if you're fluid, keep your options open, I think it will be a much, you know, what we used to call agita in Italian. You don't get upset stomach and can't sleep at night because you've totally changed your plan on what you're expecting to do when you come down here to visit. So just keep your options open. All right, so let's get to the nitty-gritty of what happened this week. Active homes on the market, we have 316. I think we had 314 last week. We had 317. So we're down by one. New to market, we had 28. Of the homes on the market, 46 took price decreases. There's two that I want to talk about, and I tried to do videos of both, but I'm having an issue. I don't know what it is with the external mic on my phone and my little hand drone, but oh my God, I think it's 1088. It's on Genesee, and I'll put it down when I edit. Then cute home, remodeled. They dropped the price to $335. So you want to take a look at that. And also, that's up in the north. 913, I think, or 613. 613. Dominique is a veranda home south of 44 in St. Catharines. They dropped the price from $475 to $455, and that has a huge enclosed yard with room for a pool. You could have a couple dogs back there. You can and you can extend the lanai. It is really cute. it's that whispering pine. You know, you walk in, the kitchen's to the left. It has a little breakfast nook, split bedroom. So definitely check those two properties out because the prices have come down. Let me know if you're interested. They're not my listings, but if you're interested, I can still show them to you. All right. And of course, I drop my phone number in all the time. All right. So pending homes this week, we had 23. 2 were on the market, 0 to 1 day, 1 2 to 7, and 5 100+ days on the market, and they went pending this week. Again, we talk about homes that are 100 days on the market. You're not going to find a home pristine, ready to move in. Well, you probably can move in, but if it's sitting on the market 100 days, there's a reason why. And I said it in the last video. Could be a couple things. It's a dog, and it needs a lot of work because there are dogs out there, okay? Not everything is pristine here except the grounds. But some of the homes are in really bad shape and just need a lot of work, and they're not priced appropriately. They're in really good shape, but they're overpriced. So it's so all over the place. So you just have to look at every home. And the same thing I talk about, the taxes. You cannot look at that tax bill when you're looking at the property because you have no idea how long that person's lived in the home. So let's just say you're in a patio villa and it's up north, and side by side, one tax bill is $1,300 and the other tax bill is $2,700, let's say, just to pick a number. And why are the taxes different? Because this home they've lived in for 15 years. This home they bought 5 years ago. So you know, you won't know that by just looking at the listing. You're going to have, like me, a realtor, give you that information. So please reach out to your real estate professional, hopefully me, to give you the proper information. Sold homes, we had 24. One was mine. Closed this week on Winifred. That home was on the market one day. And $995,000. So I'm really excited. That's my biggest sale, my biggest single sale right now. I had 700 and something and 600 and something, but this is my biggest sale. So welcome to the Villages. They got a cute home on the golf course. Beautiful, beautiful view. All right, so sold 24 on the market, 0 to 1 days we had 2, 2 to 7 days we had 3. And 100+ days, we had 6. That means they were on the market for that long, and they closed this week. 16 were cash, 7 conventional, 1 private financing. So, you know, it's still a cash market here, no matter what. Yeah, so there's a lot on the market. I just had a conversation with someone about listing her home, and so I talk about this, and you should know this if you're a seller, a possible seller, and if you're a buyer. So now the home needs work, and she knows this, but she's trying to decide, does she do the work and raise the price, or does she leave it the way it is and we price it appropriately? And I personally, this is my opinion, that we price it appropriately, because no matter what, I mean, I've been with a lot of home buyers, and it doesn't matter. Any home that we go into, there's always something the buyer would like to change. So I just don't see someone dumping $15,000, $20,000 into a home, unless it's maybe paint, you know, something simple that's not going to be disruptive or to make paint neutral. But to go in and start replacing flooring and countertops, I kind of think that you should just price it to where the seller, or the buyer, excuse me, knows that those are the things that are going to need to be done, and document it. You know, when in the realtor's notes, this was my opinion for her. My suggestion is that we take a look at the home, figure out how much everything needs to be done in the home. And then in the realtor's notes, I say this home was priced this way because it needs refreshing, it needs updating, whether it is, we know it needs countertops, the bathroom needs to be done, you know, it needs new flooring, blah, blah, blah. All these things have been taken into consideration when we put the price on the home. And I think that that helps, because look, if you price your home too high, it's going to sit. And sometimes homes come on the market too high and they do sit. Some sellers don't care. They'll just sit there and wait. And some will take lower offers. Some won't, you know, it's all over the board. So just think about all those things when you're pricing your home to sell and also when you're going to buy. And lastly, I'm going to leave you with this. Although homes may be sitting on the market for a long time, I had a buyer yesterday and she liked the home and had been on the market a while. They were going to make an offer, but she wanted to think about it. And last night they got an offer and it's gone. So if you are interested in a home, just because it's been on the market for a long time doesn't mean there isn't someone looking at it at the same day. Believe it or not. I mean, it's so ironic. Homes will sit on the market like 60, 70, 80 days. The second you go in, oh yeah, we just got an offer. So that happens here. All right, I think that's it. I have an appointment coming up here. I don't know what time is it. I got to get out of here in a little bit. I'm Robyn Cavallaro. I'm a realtor, your buyer's agent. I will work with you to find that perfect home, but I also do listings. So if you want to work with me, make sure you give me a call, text me, email me. All right, that's, yeah, that was a mouthful. And it's Halloween. Is it Halloween next week? My granddaughter's going to be 4 on the 29th. So that's going to be fun. Anyway, I will see you next time. Oh, don't forget, pick up some pickleball merch. That's like Peter Piper picked a pepper, you know. Here, and I'll see you next time. All right, take care.